The following program contains views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial supporters.
Hello, people. Thank you guys for tuning into Heavenly Sent You People You Should Know. Well, I have men on my show and we talk about everything in regards to careers, relationship, health, wellness, relationship. I think I may have said that. And just everything. Pretty much, I wanted to give men a safe space to come on and so we can get up and close and personal with them and pretty much ask questions that we typically, when asked in conversation. And so, first, I'd like to say thank WVTC Radio for allowing me to be on this platform. And as you guys have seen me posting the link to the Stella Award nomination link, right? And so we have two Stella Awards. We thank you guys for your support, your votes, and just believing in us. And so we're nominated again this year. Thank you guys. I sent the link out to a bunch of people. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. And hopefully we go down to the Stella Award and come back with yet another Stella. I can say that these people behind the scenes of this station has been putting in work religiously, working jobs and, and getting to this station, doing everything they can. And I just thank them again for seeing something in me to have me a part of the station and also be the publicist. It's definitely a dream come true and something that I don't cherish lightly. And so with that being said, you guys have seen the post. I have Mr. Marcus on our show. And so I've been following Marcus for quite some time, right? And so my son has asthma and he's been in the hospital religiously for probably the last 5-6 years, spending hours and days in the hospital, right? And so much so, I didn't realize the importance or the effect that herbalism played on the human body until one day I got a text message. Somebody's like, "Hey, you ought to try this herb," da, 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 and I did. And so I stuck with it and it worked for my son. This is my story. It worked for him. And I'm just so grateful because now he's of age. He's able to manage it now. And so I really believe in it. Some may don't, some may do, but for me, I do believe it. So, Mr. Marcus, thank you for coming on. And like I said, I've been following your herbalism journey. And so real quick, can you tell us what the definition of herbalism is for those that don't know?
Well, herbalism is really the study of different plants and it's basically the study of different plants. Like you're getting your plants together to help restore the body.
Can you straight? I mean, let go your camera because you tilting it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, got it. Yeah, that now it's stable. Thank you. And so, how long have you been studying herbalism?
I have been studying herbs since 2015.
2015. Okay, and what prompted you on this journey?
Well, I guess if I can be honest, I was.
Put something behind your phone because you're still shifting it. Your phone is still shifting. Can you put something so it's stable?
Oh, yes. Give me just a second. Sure. Let me move.
Yeah, that way we got your undivided attention without the shaking. Because my anxiety won't let me. I need to know, what do you suggest for that? Because
for anxiety, you can use rooibos. Okay. Yes, you can use something called rooibos. You can use something called maca, sea moss.
Okay.
Very, very, very good for that. Very good.
I hear a lot about sea moss. Okay, so as you were saying, tell us how you got started on this journey.
So the way I got started is because uh, my manhood stopped working
Okay,
properly.
okay.
Um, like, I was being able to have sex for hours and hours, but never being able to reach an orgasm. And I was like, what is going on? Um, and so, I'm doing my research, I'm doing my study. And I hear this guy named Dr. Wallach, and he's telling me, he's telling people to use herbs, or no, he was telling people to like eat a bunch of eggs and stuff like that to make yourself be virile again. And so I bought some of his products, and oh my gosh, it was not good. I mean, like, wow. I tasted it and I said, this is just not life at all. Like it was
Wow.
sweet and nasty. And I was like, there has to be something else out here other than this. I mean, like it was just the worst. Thinking about it, just ugh.
Wow.
Um, yeah, and this was in 2015. So then I heard about a guy by the name of Dr. Sabi.
Yes,
And
sir.
yes, I heard of a guy. His name is Dr. Sabi, and I'm like, okay, let me see what he's talking about. And so I start listening to a lot of his stuff. I mean, I'm listening to a lot. I'm literally listening to everything that he has to say. I've listened to it.
I
Yeah,
love
and I still listen to it to this day. But so I started listening to him, and a lot of his stuff started to resonate. He was saying, it's the meat, it's the dairy, it's all of the food. So September 29, 2015, I said, you know what? Okay, I'm done with meat. Um, and I uh, and I said I'm gonna go on a fast, and I fasted for 12 days. Um, no food, just the herbs from Dr. Sabi's office. And
really.
I think well, I had like the what are those? The blackberries. I had like maybe a couple of them every day, along with water and maybe some apple juice or whatever. And that was it. And I did that for 12 days.
Wow.
And something happened on day 5. Like I had so much hatred in my heart. I mean, I had a lot of hatred. Like I hated my ex-wife. I hated my dad. Um, I mean, like I really, really hated them. And by day 5, I've lost like 17 pounds in 5 days. And I mean, like, I am going to the bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom, and I'm just like, and I'm praying. I'm literally praying, like, Lord, I thought you wanted me to do this. And now you're trying to kill me? Like, why am I going to the bathroom so much? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. So I'm going to the bathroom. I actually called the Dr. Sabi office, okay? And I'm like, look, I don't know what this is, but I don't know if you guys are trying to kill me or take me out or what. But
What
I
was
do know that
it?
I'm going to.
So what did you take? Was it a pill form or was it
Yes,
powder?
it was his it was the cell cleanser
Okay.
that he had, and I ain't never take no stuff like that before. So I mean, I am going and going, and they were like, no, this is what you want. I'm like, I don't. This is not what I want. This is what y'all want, but this is not. So I'm going and going and going, and on day 5, I'm not lying, no lie. Um, so I'm going. I'm in the bathroom, and I look behind me. And after I'm done, I hate looking at poop, whatever. But I look behind me and I see some black tar looking stuff that just came out of me. And in that was all of that hatred. All the hatred left me that day. No more feelings of anger, hatred, none of that. It literally left me that day. I was sold. I was sold. And I lost like 24 pounds in 12 days.
So I've never been on a fast, and in fasting, I always because I eat meat, and my
Yeah,
body is accustomed to certain foods,
right.
and so and I understand they say you got to have a protein, you got to have this, you got to have that, but it don't sound like you had any of that, right?
No, you don't need protein. I mean, your protein, your cow, you know what I mean? Like your cow eats grass
Correct.
and, you're going through a middleman. to get your protein. You know what I mean? So your protein is right there. You
Got
know?
it. I like that. I know you like that. That makes sense. So
Yeah.
cows eat grass, and yes, they do because I've seen it numerous
Yeah.
times. And so we're eating the cow that eat the grass, and so the cow
Exactly.
is the middleman. Thank you for that. You just blessed me with that. So,
Yeah.
do you live in Chicago?
No, I'm in Arkansas.
Okay, so I was about to say, Chicago. So with that being said, is there a special place you go and pick these herbs up, or do you grow them yourself, or do you?
Well, I don't really care to grow
Okay,
herbs too much. It sounds crazy with me being a herb person, but I mean the plant is fine right where it is.
okay. And so
Why do I need to go and get it? You know, why do I need to come? Why do I need to go get it? Come back, put it in my house.
okay.
It's okay, right where it is. I'll go right to where it is, get what I need, and then yeah. So
So
that way my house isn't bogged down with it.
there's a place in Arkansas that you go and get the herbs from.
Yeah, like different parts along the highway. You know, a lot of people are scared because dogs and uh, cats and everything else.
Correct.
But what they don't realize, uh, cognitive dissonance, what we call it. But uh, they they put cow manure on the vegetables. You know what I mean? To grow it. They put cow manure on, you know what I mean? Like,
I didn't know
we don't think about those things, you know? So we get scared to get like dandelion from right there in our yard because a cat or a dog may have done something to it or whatever. But you go to the store, you get vegetables and fruits, and you don't know what they did to that either, you
that.
know?
You're right.
Um, so I say just go outside, get your stuff, wash it off,
What do you
eat
wash it
it.
with? What would you wash it
Yes.
with?
Water. That's
That's it.
it. That's it.
So
Yeah.
with dandelions, like you said, in the summer, spring, we see those things
Yeah.
everywhere, right? And so
Yeah.
I think I went to Atlanta and I was on a farm, right? And so the farmer, I was sitting next to him, he just started picking them up, eating them, and I'm looking at him like, you all right?
Right.
And so
Right.
what benefits do those give?
Whew. Man. Um, this is probably like the herb secret I'm not supposed to give out, but you could actually survive on dandelion alone. You could heal everything with it.
No way.
Yeah.
So
Kidney, asthma, everything. Liver, uh,
are you serious?
inflammation, blood sugar, all of that. Because think about it. Dandelion grows every year. You can spray some insecticide on it or whatever you want to call whatever what is that, the weed killer, and it comes right back the next year. So the dandelion is like, whatever you're talking about, whatever, I'm gonna come right back. So yeah, you kill me, just right now.
So y'all
But next year, I'll be good.
So y'all just remember the views are not of WVTC Radio, Cynthia, or affiliates. This is Marcus speaking from his experience. And so that's interesting. And so
Yes.
um so my next question to you is so what's the concoction or what's the concept of mixing herbs together? Because like for instance,
Um,
certain medicine, they say you can't mix this medicine, you can't mix this medicine.
well, that's called synergy, but you're mixing the things together. Uh like you don't want just one particular plant because you have a lot of stuff going on usually. You don't just have one thing, you know, like um and then you're kind of microdosing if you just use one plant. So you have a whole bunch of plants that does stuff for the kidneys, stuff for the lungs, stuff for the bronchial tubes, like, and you're putting all that together. You can get let's say you can get maca, sea moss, and rooibos. You can get uh, you can get Um, you can get those, put those together, and this is a good concoction for anxiety. This is a good concoction for depression. You know, it's good for building your libido. You know, so you don't want just one single thing. You want to always combine a lot of stuff because something is more than one thing that's going on in the body. Always,
Wow.
always.
So can you overdose on herbs?
Um, like sleeping ones, possibly, but it's either going to do two things. It's either going to make you poop a lot, or it's going to make you sleep. But
Okay.
you're not going to die from, you know what I mean? Like it's not that type of thing. Like now, I mean, you don't want to just keep on like using like valerian or um, soursop leaves or um, chamomile. You know, you don't want to use that every single day because that makes you sleep. So that right there can become a habit. You know, um, I mean, anything that makes you sleep, you know, like that can become a habit. So yeah.
So with all the different sites that's out here and all the people who are selling herbs and so on and so forth, how do you source and ensure the quality of your herbs?
Oh well, I go off of reviews.
Okay.
Um, and you know, I've been with uh, oh my goodness, I've been with like three companies, you know, about four companies since I started in 2016 when I started getting the herbs. You know, I was studying in 2015, but I started getting the herbs in 2016, and I mean, they've never failed me. Uh, and you know, like I go on plant walks, stuff like that. So um, I know the taste of the herbs, and they taste the exact same. So
Wow.
yeah.
So how do a person determine what's real and what's counterfeit? Because speaking of which, there's okay. So everybody was at one point was talking about losing weight, and I don't know if there was it a plant? It was a plant. I can't think of what it was. One of my cousins was telling me about it, and you eat it, and it's supposed to make you poop and geez, Louise, it was real popular a while ago. I wish I'd
Hmm.
have wrote it down. And so, there were cases where people were saying that it sent them to the hospital, or it didn't do what it was supposed to do, or they got it from somebody and it was already
Oh,
out.
I think that could have been psyllium husk. I think
Okay.
um, because that right there became very, very popular back in like 2017, 2018,
Yeah.
something like that.
Mhm.
And people were talking about. I think it's supposed to remove mucoid plaque or whatever.
Yep.
And that's not the case. I actually had to go live about it too because this one lady, um, it was really bad. Actually she had to go to the hospital um, because like she took the psyllium husk and uh, psyllium husk, if you don't drink enough water, I'm talking quick, real fast. You have to take you take that psyllium husk, you got to keep drinking. And I'm talking drinking a lot. You
Wow.
have to chug, 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 chug. Probably a good like 3 cups of water behind it, because otherwise it's going to turn into cement in your belly. Yes. So she did. She drank the psyllium husk,
Wow.
and it got stuck right at her behind. And they had to actually have surgery. She actually had to have surgery.
Wow.
She had to get rushed to the ER. She rushed to the ER, and yeah, they had to go in and ship that stuff away. Yeah.
See, with that being said, and see, that's my original question. So, do you give like a consultation prior to selling your herbs? Because we know that everything don't work for everybody, and like you just mentioned earlier, we all have different things going on in the body. So is it like a one cover all for everybody, or your packets are suitable for each individual?
No, it's suited for each individual. That's only if they want a consultation, you
Got it.
know, because like, I mean, if you're coming to me, then that means that you know what you want. You
Okay.
know, like if you say, "Oh, okay, well, can I order so and so, such and such, or whatever?" I may ask, or I do ask. You know, sometimes I don't, but most times I'm saying, "So, what's going on?" And then sometimes they don't want to tell me, so they just order whatever they feel like.
Got it.
Yeah,
Wow, wow, wow.
yeah.
What's your favorite packet or herb?
My favorite herb is called mountain mint. Oh my gosh, I love mountain mint. This is the one I actually do grow. I actually grow this one.
And it's
This is
called, say
dry.
that again?
This is called mountain mint.
Okay, tell us about it.
Um, so this one I actually do grow. Yeah, my friend, she did some. Um, she was doing a plant sale, and um, like it just smells so minty, and it does so many things. But I love the smell of mint, and like you can take a couple of those leaves. You can always keep it in your car. You can take a couple of leaves, and if you know, like you're going out on a date or something like that, and you don't have fresh breath, boom, you got fresh breath instantly. You know, it's good for, let's say that you have tooth pain, right? Um, that tooth pain, I mean, and it's hitting you, boom, and it's hurting, and I mean, like, oh my gosh, woo, shoot! You put it right on your tooth, right where it's hurting it, right where it's hurting, and you can take the, let me see it. No, it doesn't have the buds on it yet. But there are buds that you can take, and you can actually take the leaves too. And you put it right where the pain is, and you just let it sit, and it absorbs it, takes it away. My
Now,
friend, my friend, she had, I mean, a horrible toothache, and I didn't have anything else. But I said, "Oh, I got mountain mint. I want you to try this." And she said, "Okay," and she did it, and it was gone within like 5, 10 minutes. Yeah,
wow, wow, wow. I love it.
yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
Um,
And it's
what
good for cold, flu, all that good stuff. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Okay, so that's just one individual herb. So do you sell I know I often see you with like packets. So I remember
Yeah.
at one point you were talking about a women's healthcare packet, right?
Yes, I have a female care kit,
Okay.
and it may help with fibroids, cramping, bloating, um, basically everything going on with the woman part. PCOS, fibroids, um, bleeding too much through when you're on your cycle. It
Menopause?
helps with libido. It helps with fertility or infertility issues. Yeah.
What about menopause?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Menopause, it's just another fancy way of saying your uterus is clogged up.
Really?
Yes. Too much mucus in your uterus. Yeah. That's basically what it's saying. That's all it is. It means that now you can't have no more babies.
What right now?
That means now you can't have any more because now you're going through menopause. So now that means that you just got to clean yourself out. That's it. Because a lot of people down in the Caribbean, they ain't never heard of menopause before. Yeah. They
Wow.
don't even know what menopause is. Yeah.
So where have you traveled any places that any different any type of places where, like for instance in Dr. Sebi in his videos and his story, he talked about him going to Honduras and other places.
Mhm.
Have you been any places of such?
I've been to Honduras. I went to his village actually.
Really? Share
Yes.
that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Share that story.
Oh, so you know, I was having eye issues, and I was having skin issues, um, dandruff and such. And I went there. Um, you know, I just wanted, I just wanted to get better. You know, um, and I had to remember what Dr. Sabi said. He said we're all sick. He said every single one of us, we're all sick. And I had to remember that. You know, here it is. I'm an herbalist, whatever. You know, I'm helping the community, and here it is. I'm sick, and I'm taking it hard on myself. You know, but then I had to remember Dr. Sabi said we all sick, all of us, every single one of us. So I went there. I was there for 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Wow.
3 weeks. Yes, yes. March of 2022. Uh, Man, and they gave me the herbs. They gave me the compounds. I used them. I'm gonna tell you that water is something amazing over there.
Sure.
Woo! That water comes out at like 200 and something degrees Fahrenheit. So they have to mix it with the local water too, so it doesn't, burn you to death. So, but it smells like sulfur. Smells straight up like sulfur. Or no, not sulfur. I'm sorry. It smells like boiled eggs. That's what it smells like.
Okay.
It smells like boiled eggs.
That's
And it's
how
the sulfur in it.
that's
Huh?
what natural gas smells like. So we put
Yes.
something in.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and it comes straight from the volcano. Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean that water is healing because I went there and I said, no, I need to do something tonight. I got here tonight. I paid my money. I need to do something tonight. So as soon as I got there, I was like, what can I do tonight? Well, you can get in the pool. Okay, good. That's where I'm going. I'm going to the pool. So
Wow.
I went to the pool. And literally by the next day, my face had cleared up
Stop
that
it.
fast. No lie.
So do you have you have to have special reservations for there?
Yes.
Because I'm sure you
Yeah.
can't go, right?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
And you
And
got to
so
have your passport too. Yes.
what's the
Definitely.
exaggerated price? So how does that work?
You
You
said
go
what's the price?
no, so yeah, so what's the exaggerated price? So how does that set up? Do you go, you call the number or you email and you say, hey, I want to come, and then they
Yes.
tell you a
Then
price?
they'll tell you the price. I don't know
Right.
the price right now.
Okay.
Ooh, I just know it's up there now.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And
I just know
so
it's up there now per
and
week.
so is that his family that oversee that?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And there's so many people on social media that portrays that they are Dr. Sebi's nephew, uncle, brother, sister, cousin. It's crazy.
Yes.
I see it
He
all
he has a lot. He had a lot of babies.
the time. Okay. So
That man had like 25 children, I think. Yeah.
so those may indeed be his children then,
Oh
right?
yeah. Nephew, son, daughter. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And so what do it look like there?
Um, third world.
Really?
Yes. Like if you just ride down all of La Ceiba, you're just like, what in the world? Oh my gosh, this is
Wow.
horrible. Woo, there are some places that look good, but the majority of it's third world. It's third world. Yeah, yeah. They need to be cleaned up. They really, really like they won their independence. So the US and all the other states don't give them any money. Yeah.
Wow.
It was
So
very run down, but I mean the they have healing waters, healing villages, there still. Yep.
can you tell me, can you share a success story with us in regards to your compound
Uh
herbs or such?
well, yeah, I can. So this was just in January. I had given this lady my female care kit. Um And it says, greetings. I wanted to give you an update on the female kit package. She was releasing old blood. The color is brown, and the fibroids are breaking up and being released. When I lay down on my back and feel for the fibroids are gone. Um, and so I don't feel any more pain on the left side of my abdomen.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
And so, with these herbs, are they in pill form or how do you?
No, no, I use it as a tea. I make it into a tea. And then my porcelain punisher, that's in pill form.
Okay. So,
That porcelain punisher,
what does that do?
whoo,
What does that
that
do?
cleans you out, baby. That cleans you out. It cleans you out.
How many
Yes.
pills in a bottle?
Well, it comes as a packet, and it's a 26-day supply. Yeah.
26 days and it cleans you
Yeah.
out. Okay,
Oh man.
can you, Marcus, you're gonna have to send me something.
Okay.
Okay.
I can do that. I can do that.
Can you give us some misconceptions of herbalism
Um.
and effects and use? Because
Yes. For people that take herbs, this is not a microwave deal. Okay? This is not microwave. This is real healing. Healing takes a long time. Okay? A lot of people think that you're going to be healed in a year. No, not even close. Not close. Things may feel better, but you ain't healed yet. You're not restored completely.
wow.
It takes a good 7 years to be cleaned out completely.
Really?
7 years to clean out your whole entire body. You got to think about it. We've been eating horribly
Correct.
for, since we was born. You know what I
Correct.
mean? Like for real. So, oh, my diabetes is gone. Okay, well, eat some more starch and you tell me if the diabetes is gone then. No, it's not gone. It's not gone. Diabetes can take a year, maybe two.
Wow.
Cancer, about 2 to 3 years. The eyes are very, very sensitive. The eyes are very sensitive. So that can take anywhere between 3, 4 years. You can see some results in about 6 months. Okay. But they ain't really healed. Keep on eating starch and see if your eyes just start to close up a little bit.
You helping? You
No,
help?
you
You help?
can't do that. You can't do that. So I remember Sabi talking about a story. This guy, just real quick, like this guy, he was really, really, really bad sick. He hated his wife. And I mean, he said it. He said, "Man, oh my gosh, I hate her."
That sounds
And
like you. You said that
huh?
too.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm telling you, it's the food. It is the food. It is the stuff inside of us. Starch, it separates you. I'm finna get back to the story, but starch separates you from yourself. I want to go and grab this hanger, but I can't because I have arthritis. My
Mm.
hands can't move. I don't want to hit my spouse, but I do because there's something going on in my brain and in my stomach. I want to walk, but I can't because there's that MS factor going on. Start separates you from yourself.
Wow.
Separates your brain from your entire body. You know, we got to get rid of that starch. They didn't even, just one more thing and I'll get back to that story.
Sure.
But they didn't even notice that people had cavities until grains came about.
Okay.
Yeah. When people started eating grains, which is starch, that's when people started getting cavities. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yep. So, getting back to that story, this guy, I mean, he hated his wife, hated him. He called up Dr. Sabia and said, "Hey, can you clean me out?" Dr. Sabia said, "Okay, cool." And it took about like 6 months. I think he said it took about like 3 or 6 months, something like that. It took him like 6 months to clean that dude out. And Dr. Sabia went back over to his house, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah." One critical thing too. They had been married for a long time, hadn't talked to each other in 18 years, and they stayed in the same house.
Wow.
Literally haven't talked to each other in 18 years. And so when Sabi came back, to his house, whatever, and he said, "Hey, go tell that woman down there, down the hall, that I love her."
Okay.
After he cleaned himself out, he
Really?
realized that he loved his wife.
Wow.
And Sabi said, "No, you go down there and tell that woman that you love her."
Right.
And and he asked Sabi, "Hey, can you clean out my wife too?" And they were happily married after that.
Wow.
Yes, yes. I'm telling you, everything is in the belly. It starts in the belly. And then it's two things. You always need to clean the blood and the colon.
Okay.
Always. Always. Anything that you got going on, the blood needs to be clean because there's not enough blood flow somewhere. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So how do you stay up to date with the news and research and or development that all goes into herbalism?
Um, I don't know. I study. I mean, I'll just look at an article, study it. Let's see if something else comes out. Um, I don't know. I try not to. I try not to be in the news too much. Try not to look at the news and stuff too much. But yeah.
So, like I may mention, I got into it when my son was sick in the hospital fighting asthma,
Hmm.
battling asthma, and so I seen this book. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right? Wait, hold on. I need to bring
Oh,
it.
the Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. Yes, I'm actually getting that book.
This
Yes,
book is like $100
yes.
plus online, right? Over $100, right? Go on Amazon right now. It's over
Oh
100 bucks.
wow, it's only 39 on Facebook.
Really? See, and so it has helped me in more ways than one, and that's why when I say him, like I need him,
Yeah,
because I'm quietly studying it myself because I seen what it did for my son and even myself. I
yeah,
have been taking herbs um as much as I have been in the past, but I'm getting older now, body going through changes, and so
right,
I'm on the journey, and so yeah, and that's where I am with it. So now I'm listening to podcast. I mean, I'm listening to podcasts. I'm studying. I got this book. I'm in a bunch of herbal Facebook groups that has
right.
helping me and giving me information. And so, of course, with taking herbs, we want to consult with our doctors and make sure this is the journey that we're going into. Correct? Okay.
If you consult with your doctor gonna say, "Oh no, no, my God, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that." But
Yeah, we don't want we want to make sure people talk to the person
yeah,
that they see regularly. Okay, we'll
yeah,
say that
yes,
they see
yes,
regularly before
yeah.
making
But
changes.
we always should say, consult with your physician first.
Correct, correct. That's the proper the disclaimer because we don't want. So, with that being said, what's your top seller?
uh, Batana.
And is that a tea or
No, Batana oil. That
oil?
helps with your hair.
Okay,
Oh my gosh, yes,
I think I
they
saw you
love
go
the
through that
Batana.
process.
Yes, they love Batana. It helps to grow your hair. It's good for your skin. Um, oh my gosh, it'll grow your hair like wildfire. Serious. I've had so many success stories with people that use the Batana and I mean hair back. Um, I know with me, this was so crazy. This was crazy. I shouldn't have been doing it, but I was eating a bunch of starchy foods, and I know it. I knew that's exactly what it was. Really bad. But I had a bald spot like right up in here, and I'm about to get my locks done, and I can't get them done because yeah. Uh, and I said, oh. So I started using my Batana, and I stopped eating. those starches that I knew was really bad. I shouldn't have been eating it. And I don't know, it was convenient, and I said, okay, well, let me start eating this. I'm telling you that convenience will sit you down too. Yeah.
Right. And so I
Yeah.
feel bad because a friend of mine had wanted me to ask you some specific questions.
Okay.
And I misplaced them. And so I guess I'll try to find them. With that being said, so I have an organization called Heavenly Sent Youth where I expose to inner city kids to different things outside of their neighborhoods. And I
Okay.
always try to and so typically in our neighborhoods, everything is football and basketball. And we understand that not all kids are athletically challenged.
Right.
And a lot of times parents are trying to live their vision and their dream for their
Exactly.
kids, right?
Exactly.
And
Leave them
so
alone.
I got into, and so we were doing sports and I got into an accident and then I realized that I couldn't be as active as the kids were and it made me see things in a different light. Like, okay, I now understand why these kids are sitting down. It ain't because it could be a variety of things. It could be their health or just whatever immobility. And so from that, we started doing things like bowling, skating, fishing,
Right.
archery, animals, gardening, and just everything that a kid can think of. And so
Right.
that's some of the things that you see that we do. And yeah, I love it. And so um Facebook seeing some of the things that I was doing with the animals and exposing kids, like I said, to different. And so they put together a short video and I want to play it. So
Awesome. Awesome.
here we go. My name is Cynthia Manuel. I was born in Chicago, and I am proud to be able to raise my son in Chicago. I work with inner city youth to show them different things outside of their neighborhoods. When these kids walk onto the farm, it makes them feel like they are free. I want these kids to know how to give back, and recycling is one of those ways.
Love it. Love it.
Thank you. And so, yeah, and that's just the driving force behind some of the things that I do because so many kids don't have it, and there's we live in communities where we don't have resources or proper funding, and so the
Right.
Lord gave me this vision, and I've been walking in it ever since. And so everything I do pretty much is geared toward the youth because I know that they don't have the resources and the movement we as adults do. So yeah, I'm grateful again
Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
that's
Yes.
happening. And so with that, I realized I have to also stay healthy, right? And so
Right.
making
Right.
better choices. That's why I'm going back to the herbs, and that's why it was so um top of the list for me to have you on because this will
Yes.
light my flames and put me back in the mental state of better choices and
Right.
better alternatives. So I appreciate you immensely uh
Yes.
for coming on and sharing your story. And I'm excited about where it's taking you. And when I go to your page and I see you giving out information and people are coming, it just it lets me know that there are some people out here that want better, contrary to
Right.
what you're putting in our face, right?
Right.
So were you sick at one point? I think I seen you no, you you lost weight like you said, right? I remember you
Yes.
you going out.
Yes. And it's still a journey, um, because we're still addicted to these foods. A lot of us are still addicted to those foods that we had when we were children. You know, Grew up with the spaghetti, the rice, the beans.
Macaroni.
Yes. So it's still a journey. I ain't never going back to the meat, but it's still a
Really?
journey.
Okay.
Never. I haven't eaten meat on purpose since 2015.
Wow. So
Yeah.
what does your diet consist of?
Um, I like fruits, vegetables, and I like the spelt pasta, kamut pasta. Um, yeah. But I love fruits and vegetables,
I love
really. Um, and they need to have some salt. Okay. I know folks be talking about salt is just really bad, and most times it is, but I I can't do the raw.
okay.
I do it sometimes, but it still needs to have some salt on it.
So you cook your own food though? No fast food restaurants.
Yeah, I gotta go out. Yes, ma'am. I go out. Yeah, I definitely go out to eat. But I cook a lot. I cook a lot of soups. Um, you know what's crazy? Uh, if you look at the animals, they eat the same thing every day, and they live for hundreds of years.
Right.
The elephant eat the same grass every day. You know, imagine if we got up, ate our fruit, and then ate the same thing every day.
Horses, same thing, grass.
Same thing. They grass every day, and they live for a long time. You know, think about it. Think about it. If we actually, I mean, like, really, the reason why we're so sick is because we got too many choices.
I like that.
Period.
I like that.
The reason why we're so like you know, when people come to me or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, I got this, I got that, I got this going on, I got that going on, I got this, I got that." Oh, so it's your favorite starch being exposed. That's really what that means. Whatever starch that you love, that's what's being exposed. So we got to lay off the starches. But yeah, yeah.
Wow. So what would you suggest for high blood pressure?
Um, lay off the salt.
Salt.
Yes, lay off of it. Uh, when you're eating meat, you're getting double because we already know our people, we don't like nothing that ain't got no flavor. And when we talk about flavor, we talking about salt, okay? Because Europeans they use all of those seasonings and everything else, but they don't put a lot of salt on their stuff, right?
Okay.
And that's when we say, man, this ain't got no flavor to it. It means we ain't got no salt on it. That's what that means. So uh, that means that, and they use the salt to preserve it. So they already inject the salt into the animal. So you're getting a double whammy.
Wow.
You already have salt in it. You just can't taste it because you already addicted to the salt. So you can't taste it. Then you put salt on top of it too. See what I'm saying? So you kind of got to let that meat go. But we know you ain't gonna do that. So if you're trying to get rid of high blood pressure, you can use sea moss. You can use basically everything for the blood. You can use sea moss. You can use dragon's blood. My Live Well Iron Tonic. Uh, yeah, that's very, very good for blood pressure. Um, but you can use elderberry, elderflower, um, dandelion leaf, dandelion root, uh, anything to cleanse the blood. Lay off the salt. That's what it is.
So Marcus, I know my people, they're in my inbox, and they're asking me
Yes.
for information. So I know they're gonna you're gonna be inundated with them asking you
Okay.
questions on it. So if you can just give us your website so they can go on and get information.
Well, my site is on Facebook.
Okay.
I don't have a website.
Okay.
There's a reason behind that, but I don't have a website.
Okay. How could they get in touch with you?
They can get in touch with me, Live Well Natural Products at gmail.com,
Okay.
or they can reach out to me on Facebook, Live Well Natural Products, Live Well Natural Products. And I have a page. You can just inbox me. I have a lot of information on that page. I post every now and then, but mainly it's just for business. You can message that business page, and you can email or you can message me on my personal page too. If it goes to spam, I'll try to get to it. Hopefully, I think I don't check it all the time, but I definitely will now. Yeah.
So do you believe in God?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I asked that for a reason because everybody, not everybody want, and I don't want to I don't want to assume anything. So
Yeah.
I always, because this is a Bible. I'm sorry, not a Bible, but because this is a winning victory through Christ is what WVTC stands for. And so
Mhm.
I like to ask my guests if they could tell me their favorite scripture or favorite parable in the Bible that motivates them daily.
Um, I like Genesis 1:29. Behold, I've given you every herb, berry, and seed. Let me.
Genesis 1:29.
I believe that's what it is. Let me make sure.
Sure.
Hold on. Let me make sure.
You can read it for us.
Okay. Okay. Please.
What's the weather there?
All right. It's chilly a little bit. It's a little chilly here. Yeah. It's a little bit chilly. And God said, "Behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of the of all the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food." Yeah.
Go figure. And that's Genesis 1:29.
Yes.
Okay. And so with this interview today, describe it in one word.
Awesome.
Thank you. Awesome. And can you tell, okay, so if you could be any superhero, who would you pick
Superhero.
and why?
Let's see. Captain Planet. Yeah.
Captain Planet,
Yeah.
why?
Because he could do everything. Everything. He was earth, wind, water, fire. You know, he could do everything. That was my hero growing up. Yep.
And so I ask this because I don't think I've probably ever seen but maybe two superhero Marvel movies or whatever, and that's because my son
Yeah.
was younger, and so I'm so out of tune, and so my son keeps getting on me about watching Black Panther. I've never even seen Black Panther. He's like, "Ma, how you not gonna watch Black Panther? It's the first black superhero."
Right.
And so yeah, I know. There's something about I can't get into it, but I said one of these days I'll sit down and buckle up and see what he thinks, since he said it's a good, and I probably
Yeah.
would, just for the sake of the first black superhero. A couple more questions and I'll let. So can you tell us the best advice? Because like I told you, I deal with youth, and so I always like
Mhm.
to convert. Um, I like to relay this information back to them because we all know that everybody world is different, and parents, some kids don't have parents in their lives, and so I always like to ask questions to my guests. Can you tell me, or can you tell us the best advice your mother and or your father has given you?
Um, treat people fairly. Treat people fairly. That's what my mama told me. Treat people fairly. Yeah.
Your father?
He wasn't in my life.
Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't
No,
in my life.
noted. So what is it out of everything you said today, what is it that you want the listeners to take with them, to take away?
Um, that healing takes a long time. Healing takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. Healing takes time.
I'm
Um,
glad you said that because
yeah,
honestly, I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that. We think everything is a quick fix, right?
yeah,
There isn't, well, I ain't gonna say there isn't, but I haven't heard anybody transparently say that it takes time, because it do. And so now it makes sense because
yes, yes. Um, don't be so hard on yourself. Uh, that's what I would say. Take away from this. Don't be so hard on yourself, for real. Um, if you get sick, go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. Find out what you got going on, then come back and heal it. But go to the doctor. That's what's wrong with a lot of our men. They
thank you.
don't go to the doctor. They heard mama and daddy say, Uh, Big boys don't cry. They took that from a youngster, and now they're old, and they still hear big boys don't cry and they don't go to the doctor. Take that concept out. Stop listening to that part. Go to the doctor.
Wow. I like that.
That childhood trauma speaks. It speaks. It speaks volumes. Yeah.
Wow. If you can travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Um, I'd go. I'd go to Africa. Yeah.
Africa.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I'd go to there's a place. There's a place that has it's called the Iboga plant. Um, and it's in Cameroon, Africa. But they have the Iboga plant, and that right there, it's an herb. It's a plant that if you're an addict, it literally makes you go back to when you started that addiction and fix it.
Really?
And it's gone within 36 hours.
No way.
You're addicted. Yeah. Yeah.
So can you bring
Within
this? Can you bring this stuff on a plane back to?
uh
Okay, understood. It's understood. I need to.
well, you go there and maybe you can ship it back, maybe. Yeah. Get a whole bunch of it and ship it back.
I love
Yeah.
it.
But a lot of people, I mean, but you would have to go there. I think it would be best if you bring a lot of people there to just do it, you know.
I love
Because
it.
it's with the pygmy people, the really, really short
Okay.
people. Yeah. They're the ones in charge of that plant, in charge of that tree. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is so cool.
Yeah.
So I'm indecisive on if I want the female kit or the cleans. So can you tell me a little bit more about the cleans?
The cleanse, don't
I've never did a cleans.
oh you won't be on the toilet.
I need I probably need to do that.
Yeah, your life gonna change. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Um, just don't pass gas. That's all I say. This cleans out your colon. It cleanses the kidneys. It cleanses the pancreas. Um, it cleanses your liver. Cleanses everything. It
So
cleans your whole digestive system.
I need
Yeah.
that. Is there things that I can't eat prior? I mean,
I mean, you know, when you're healing with herbs, you can eat whatever you want. If you want to. If you want to, you can eat whatever you want. But the healing ain't gonna come as quickly, you know, because you're still adding starches. So it's best if you eat more fruits and vegetables.
for 28 days,
26. Yeah.
26 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to send it to me so I can
Yeah.
tell.
And it comes with it's the porcelain punisher and sea moss. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never did any type of cleans.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
getting older, my body going through changes, and so I need.
One of one of the best cleanses you can do for real is a fruit fast. It's one of the best cleanses you can do.
How many days?
As many as you want. Yeah. But start out with 3. Don't talk about it. Do not talk about it. Don't say it out loud. Your brain does not want you to do a fruit fast. So you think about it real quick, go get your food, and the next day start eating. Don't think about it too long.
Well, Marcus, I
Do
appreciate it, and you have now a friend in me, and so I'm going to be in your inbox. Hey, Marcus, da, 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 da. And so
Awesome.
thank you so much, and I'm sure, like I said, my people are texting me, asking me for your information, how to get in touch
Okay.
with you, because, like I said, this is long overdue, and I haven't seen a conversation other than Dr. Sebi where somebody is coming on talking. So I'm happy to share you with my viewers, and I'm excited about this 26 cleans that you're about to send me.
Okay.
And so thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Till next time, be safe and thank you for your information.
All right. Thank you so much.
All righty.
All right.
Go to your Apple or Google Play Store and download the WVTC Gospel Radio app today. You can also say, Alexa, play WVTC Radio Skills.
Would you like to play WVTC Radio Network?
Absolutely. Download it today.
Views made on the preceding program are not those of WVTC Radio, iNetworks Communications, or their financial supporters.
Winning victory through Christ, WVTC Allsip Chicago, an iNetworks communication station.